gotta respect these Gith. They don't fool around.
Oh, I'm more than aware, trust me. I've had plenty of training in what to expect from them.
In that case, lead on, miss.
You must have questions. My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. Not every life is equal. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. Their lives were not precious. They were a blight that required expunging. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
Your mind connects with Lae'zel's, and together you envision the Githyanki disc.
Another part of the Orpheus tale. This one has been translated to Common. Fine. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, Gestil Kithrak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince, there's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus.
I should have attended the Blackstaff's lectures on Githyanki Tirsu. If I understood their script, who knows what secrets their texts would surrender.
Why not ask one of the friendly, bloodthirsty warriors? I'm sure they'd be happy to translate.
Don't waste a step.
Look, I don't have time to talk to you, Istik. This place isn't going to clean itself. Why is there blood here?
This imposing portrait depicts a powerful Githyanki warrior, undeniably regal in her mien.
Vlaakith herself. She is both the sun that blinds us and the void that contains us. Praise be.
In the corner of the painting is a small symbol you can't quite place. This Githyanki looks different from the others you've seen here. The way her stark white skin stretches over her sharp features gives her a distinctly otherworldly aspect. You recall stories of a prince riding a comet just like this one. With sudden clarity, you realize it's the symbol of Orpheus, a forgotten hero from the tales of your youth.
The sign of Orpheus? Blasphemy! Would I could quarter the Vandal myself!
You take a moment to fully appreciate your masterpiece. She certainly looks a little less regal now.
A wretched display. I thought you better than such juvenile antics.
What is this? I need to get rid of it before the Inquisitor sees.
This imperious portrait of the Githyanki warrior queen seems somewhat less so when adorned with your embellishments.
No, no, no. Oh, the Inquisitor will have our necks for this!
You must have questions.
Bet that will fit in my bag.
I'd expect to see 15 eggs at the very least.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
This place is more dangerous than I thought.
Istik are permitted to view the birthing pools now. These are strange times. Step carefully while here. Our hatchery is protected by lethal safeguards. I do not wish to pick your remains from them. Most are hatched. Only one remains, monitored by Varsh Koku, the caretaker of our young. You may speak to the Varsh if you wish, but stay away from the egg. There will be no second warning. You linger still. You will find Varsh Koku watching over his clutch of one. Follow the rocks through the acid, but do not approach the egg. Fighting a battle already. It's not even born
Trap. Be cautious.
Spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
Please come out.
Best avoid that trap.
Watch how you go. There's a trap. You are permitted in here. Do not confuse that with being welcome.
You can tell Kithrak Therazin that my position has not changed. The egg requires more time. Furthermore... I was not expecting an Istik. What brings you to my hatchery?
Failure at the first hurdle of existence. Most caretakers would crush it and be done.
Most caretakers would not give the child its fair chance. But I shall. There could be greatness in that shell.
You note that the hope in his voice is tinged with weariness. It's the voice of a man who's fought the inevitable for a long time.
Not all that arrive late are weak. I created this entire hatchery, despite being the last of my clutch to hatch. They almost drowned me in the hatching pool, if it wasn't for the varsh of my clutch. This one deserves the same chance. Kithrak Therazin will give orders to destroy it. She will say it's a weakling. I'll give it a while longer. And if it doesn't hatch, it will have proven her right. You? What do you know about Githyanki child rearing? Still, the captain's due for an inspection any day now. And if she sees it here... Tell me, what will you do with it if I entrust it to you? That's what I feared. Still, I'm sure its nature will pervade, even if raised among lesser species. I can no longer ignore that Kithrak Therazin's patience has its limits. Very well. Here. Take these. They will aid your approach to the egg. Don't you want to fight with your brothers and sisters? Well, will you take the egg or not? Don't you want to fight with your brothers and sisters?
Step carefully. There's a trap.
15 eggs at the very least.
Very well. Be wary. This place is trapped. Step carefully. There's a trap.
A large green egg with an uneven shell. You can see a vague outline of something within it. The egg is warm to the touch, the rough shell like slate beneath your fingers. Whatever is within is stirring ever so slightly.
An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. A child of Gith and a servant of Vlaakith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass.
You've caught the egg, haven't you? Be on your way then. Before I change my mind.
You must have questions. Kalir's clutch held 36 eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100. Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Though it must be said, you are an uncommonly adequate member of your species. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children. Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The Queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once. Go on then.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Indolence breeds madness.
Let's move. Moving ahead. Let's have a look. Better not be cursed.
I've not met an Istik before. Do you all look like that? Must be nice to wander about wherever you want.
I have something to ask.
Istik, are you supposed to be here? Maybe I should report you to the Savage. I'm watching you, Istik. I'm sure the Inquisitor will want to hear my report.
Aim, breathe, and...
This Cresh's bunks look entirely too soft for my liking.
What business have you in a Kresh dormitory, Istik? Move along. Leave me be, interloper.
Gustel Stornagos employs some intensive methods for a healer. Anyone with a gake infection should be obliterated at once.
You'd better be watching.
This one's gonna be good.
If I'm seen speaking with an Istik, Captain Therazin will never let me join the patrol. Leave me alone! I can't afford to be reported to the captain.
Aim, breathe, and...
That was a good one.
Focus! Focus!
You must have...
You'd better be watching.
This one's gonna be...
Not now, Kachuki! We're busy! Wouldn't you like to know? No. Nuh-uh, we're having fun. Fine, if you're going to be a big baby about it.
A big, ugly baby?
Open it up, then. It's all yours.
Open the chest! Open the chest! Please!
What are you going to do with the chest? Is Stark.
I should speak up.
Stealing toys from children? You're so brave.
Don't take it! We were just playing!
What path lies before me? What's hiding here? Cursed to put my hands on everything.
First 10 protocols. The young must abide them, or bear the